Hi everybody, I'm Madison from Sleepopolis, and in this video, I'll be reviewing the Brooklyn Titan Luxe Hybrid Mattress. The Titan Luxe is a hybrid mattress from Brooklyn Bedding that was designed specifically for heavy people. It can support up to 1,000 pounds, and Brooklyn Bedding also offers a model of this bed called the Titan Firm Hybrid that offers an even firmer feel. You can also check out the more detailed written review of the Titan Luxe Hybrid by Googling Sleepopolis Titan Luxe Mattress Review, or heading to the Brooklyn Bedding website by clicking the link below. I would not be the most trustworthy tester of this bed, so I've brought in my friend Paulie to help me out today. He's gonna test out the Titan Luxe right along with me and give you his impressions of its feel, pressure relief, edge support, and more. So let's take a minute here to have Paulie introduce himself, and then we'll jump into the review.
Hey, my name is Paulie. I am a strength coach. My weight range fluctuates between 275 to 285. I came up thinking that firmer mattresses were better, and I found that that's not the case. What I've discovered for myself is that mattress has to have a balance of give and firmness. And one of my biggest mattress peeves is feeling like I'm being eaten by the mattress, not being able to easily get out of bed. So just kind of trying to roll over and I feel like the mattress is kind of tugging me back, tugging me down. And I tend to move around a lot when I sleep.
So now that you know Paulie, we are gonna start out by telling you how the Titan feels. Keep in mind that feel is subjective, so different bodies are gonna experience this mattress differently. If you're a member of a couple in which both parties have really different weights, this mattress will feel much firmer to the lighter partner. I personally found this mattress pretty firm, about a 7 out of 10, because I'm on the lighter side. So with that, I'm gonna jump over to Paulie so he can tell you how it felt to him.
I like the firmness on the mattress. It probably fell 6.5 to 7. It had good support across my body. I felt like I could move around on it if I needed to, but when I was kind of in one position, it actually felt comfortable. Back position felt good. Side position felt good as well. It was very kind of neutral, which is a good thing, because I didn't notice there was too much pressure, and I felt a little, if it makes sense to say, I was not quite floating, but there were no pressure points, or less pressure points than I felt on other mattresses. Same thing for stomach. I didn't feel like I was sinking in. So as I'm sitting on the edge right now, definitely feel supported. Sleeping wise, I can get closer to the edge of the bed and use more of the bed actually, because it has the support going all the way out.
So we also ran a few tests together to give you a more objective view of what this mattress might feel like to you. I had Paulie run these tests himself, and then I'm gonna explain his results to you here. So first up was the pressure map test. I put a pressure map down on the mattress, and Paulie lay down in a few different positions, and you're gonna see that map range from blue and green in low pressure areas to yellow and red in high pressure areas. So as you can see on his back, that pressure map was mostly blue. Like Paulie said, this mattress should be pretty comfortable to any back sleepers out there. You're gonna get a really nice balance of pressure relief and support on this bed. Moving on to the side, you're gonna see mostly blue in that graphic with a little bit of light green. I don't think that light green is anything to worry about. I would say this mattress looks like it's really good for side sleepers. I think it looks like you get plenty of pressure relief on this bed. And then finally, moving on to his stomach, you're gonna see a lot more green in the graphic there, which could indicate Paulie's hips sinking into the mattress a little bit, which could over time lead to a bit of a bow in his back that might lead to some back pain. So I would say if you're a heavier sleeper and you prefer to sleep on your stomach, I would look for a bit of a firmer mattress. And again, the Titan does come in a Titan Firm model, so that might be better for you. Next up is the bounce test. This is where we check to see how much mobility a mattress provides. Are you gonna feel stuck in the mattress when you're starting to roll around and change positions at night? So based on that test, you can see the steel ball bounce on the bed. This bed does not have a ton of bounce, but that said, I personally found it really easy to move around, change positions on the bed. And Paulie is a combo sleeper himself, and he said that he felt it was really easy to move around and change positions. So if you're a combination sleeper, I would say no need to worry about the lack of bounce here. You should be pretty comfortable on this Titan. And then next up is the motion transfer test. We used a seismometer to measure motion transfer on this bed. If you sleep with a partner, this is a measure of whether or not you're gonna be disturbed when they roll around and change positions at night, or maybe get up to get a glass of water. So I was really impressed with the motion transfer results on this bed. Our 4-inch ball drop showed the least motion I've actually ever seen in testing. So if you are someone who sleeps with maybe a restless partner, I would definitely think about this bed. I don't think you're gonna feel disturbed by your partner tossing and turning really at all. And I would also say if you are a member of a couple with pretty different sleep preferences, maybe pretty different weights, I did not find this mattress super uncomfortable. It wasn't so firm that I was uncomfortable on it. So if you do sleep with a lighter partner who tends to sleep on their back or their stomach, this mattress could be a really good choice for both of you. And then last up, we have the edge support test. This is a measure of whether or not you're gonna be able to sleep all the way on the edge of a bed and still feel supported. A mattress with great edge support feels a little bit bigger because you have that much more surface area to sleep on. So Paulie said he felt about as supported as possible while he was sitting on the edge of this bed. And I will say, if you look at the footage, it does look like the edge is collapsing a lot underneath him, but like a lot of Brooklyn bedding mattresses, this mattress has a really nice big cover to make it easy to move. So what you're actually seeing is a lot of the cover puffing out under him and less of the edge collapsing out. So to give you an even better idea of how this mattress might feel, I'm gonna take you through layer by layer and explain what it's made of. I'm gonna start out with the cover. I will say you can add an optional cooling panel to this cover. That's made of phase change material that will really prevent the bed from trapping body heat. We did not test the bed out with the phase change panel here, but I will say most phase change materials that I've tested out in the past have been really cooling. So if you sleep hot, that's something you might wanna consider. The standard cover feels really nice and soft to the touch, and it's quilted with a little bit of memory foam, so you're gonna get some nice initial pressure relief when you lie on this bed. So next up, we're gonna have a comfort layer made of Titan Flex comfort foam. It's in there for pressure point relief, so if you're a side sleeper on the heavier side, that's really gonna feel quite comfortable to you. And then below that is a transition layer of Energex foam. It has a bit of a quicker response to pressure, and in general, it adds some deeper compression support to this mattress. So if you're a heavier sleeper, that means you're gonna be able to sink through the top foams and land on more foam to still stay comfortable, as opposed to landing maybe right on the pocketed coil layer of this bed like you might on a mattress that's designed for a bit of a lighter body. And then the bulk of this mattress is gonna be made out of Titan caliber coils. These are pocketed coils that are gonna be individually wrapped to help increase some airflow throughout the mattress. And they're gonna generally provide some nice bounce, some nice support to the bed. And I will say too that individual wrapping will help isolate motion really well, which is probably why we saw such a great motion isolation score from this bed earlier in the review. And then below those coils is gonna be a thin layer of HD polyfoam. That's just to give the coil something to bounce off of. Really won't have much overall effect on the feel of this bed. So before we wrap up, I wanna give you our personal pros and cons of the Titan Luxe mattress. First up, here are 3 sleepers that Paulie would recommend try out this bed. So first off, I'll say combination sleepers on the heavier side, I would really recommend this bed for you. You're gonna have plenty of easy mobility and should feel pretty supported in most sleeping positions. Similarly, heavy side or heavy back sleepers should feel really comfortable on this bed, get a great blend of pressure relief and support. And then finally, if you're a member of a couple who has very different weights or very different sleep preferences, I might recommend checking this bed out. I think it can feel comfortable to people of varying weights, and it has great edge support, low motion transfer, so you're not gonna feel too disturbed by a restless partner, and you can really use the whole surface area of your mattress. And then that said, we don't think just anyone will be happy on this bed, so here are some people Paulie does not recommend the bed for. If you're a stomach sleeper on the heavier side, he thinks your hips are probably gonna sink into the bed a little bit too far, might create some pain around your back, so we wouldn't recommend it to you. And then finally, if you're someone looking for a lot of deep sinkage, kind of a hug-like feeling from your mattress, you're not gonna get this on the Titan, so I might look for maybe a softer bed or a bed that features a little more memory foam than this one does. So if you are interested in purchasing a Titan Luxe, I wanna give you some info on Brooklyn Bedding's company policies. First up, this mattress comes with a 120-night sleep trial. Brooklyn Bedding does ask that you test out the bed for about 30 days before beginning a return. This bed is gonna ship for free and it will arrive compressed in a box. It's a little bit heavy, so maybe make sure you have a friend with you to unbox it. And then finally, this mattress comes with a 10-year warranty. And before we wrap up, I also want to take a second to answer some of the most frequently asked questions we get here at Sleepopolis about this bed. First up, does the Titan Luxe need a box spring? No, it does not. Brooklyn Bedding says any type of system that provides minimal to no flex will work with this bed. That means you can use a solid foundation, a platform bed frame, a slatted bed frame, or a box spring if that's what you prefer. Can you flip the Titan Luxe? No, you can't flip this bed. It's built with comfort foams on top and will not be comfortable if you flip it over to sleep on the firm base foams. And lastly, where are Brooklyn Bedding mattresses made? All Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are made in the USA, and a lot of them are manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona, where they do have their own factory. So that's it for my review of the Brooklyn Bedding Titan Luxe mattress. Make sure to give Polly some love in the comments below and check out the full written review of the Titan by Googling Sleepopolis Brooklyn Titan Luxe review. Remember to follow us on social media so you don't miss any of our new reviews or giveaway announcements. And of course, remember to head over to sleepopolis.com for any of your sleep needs.